my name is Eminent Darkness, Dementia Ravenway, and I have long black ebony hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reached my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. If you don't know who she is, then get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's such a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts. In England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, and in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing my black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Wow, what a fucking rebel. Hey, Ebony, I shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then again, I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. And is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Chapter 2, and Fang's Bloody Tears, 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, prep, stop flaming my story, okay? What the fuck? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony. Was everything you have is black? Jesus Christ, have some fucking diversity in there. And inside it was a hot pink velvet and black lace on the ends. I got out my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears. And put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow and Raven, this is you, woke up and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair and pink streaks and opened her 4 green eyes. She put on a Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick and white foundation and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out the Slytherin common room into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking God, I screamed. I love GC. Wait, you love GameCube? That's fucking tight, yo. They are my favorite band, besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? I asked. I gasped. Ooh! Chapter 3. It's stopping. Flaming the story, perhaps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks, Egan Raven. Oh yeah, by BTW, I don't diss or the lyrics for good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace boots and high heels. Underneath, them were red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arm. What the hell's up with this bitch in fishnets? Like, ugh. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding. I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of this flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Black baggy skater pants, black nail polish, and little eyeliner. And a lot of cool boys were it okay. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony,
He said back. We walked into his flying his flying black Mercedes. The license plate said 666 and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You are coming cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into his life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we marched to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively, and he puts his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel. He's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So Draco, after the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove to the car into the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4. I said, stop flaming. Okay, Ebony's name is Ennaby, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily.
Ebony?
He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh! I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then...
What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
It was Dumbledore. 5. Stop flaming. If you flame it means you're a prep or poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is 'cause he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating till I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made in Draco, and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my powdered face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest!
He yelled in a furious voice.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
Asked Professor McGonagall.
How dare you?
Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked.
Because I love her!
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine. Very well. You may go up to your rooms.
Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black flow-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, I just want to live, by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered. Even though he wasn't supposed to be there, we hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight and reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Shit up, preps. Okay? P.S. I would not update until you give me good reviews. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put up a black miniskirt that was all ripped up around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heel boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted with my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk.
Oh, that's nasty.
And and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled all over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, 'cause I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had many stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joe Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot, and I saw him kind of like an erection. Only I'm a girl, so I don't get one, you sicko. I didn't assume that, so don't accuse me of that shit.
I'm so sorry,
He said in a soft voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
He grumbled. Why?
Because I love the taste of human blood.
He giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed.
Really?
He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while, then Draco came up from behind me and told me that he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this 'cause I got 5 God reviews. In BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 Godvons. Stole flaming, or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Draco and I held up pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist things on my nails and red nail polish. She does. That sound like a Maru-Tsu to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I wasn't going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, when we started Frenching passively and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically, he felt me up before I took my top off. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy's thingy? What, do you mean his sons or something? That sounds really fucking weird, but okay. In mine, and we had sex! See? Is that stupid? Oh, Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it is in a bloody Gothic writing, or those words, vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew way too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put my clothes all huffy and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and the other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. Chapter 8. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled, and understandably she flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood. Then she was wearing contact lenses. She had pale white skin. Then she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and father, committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out that her real last name is Smith and not Granger, since she has converted to Satanism. She is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with a vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. And for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Ha ha, I would hang out with a prep.
But I'm not going out with Draco anymore,
said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard. I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I lost my virginity to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. Chapter 9. And stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? It's not my fault if Dumbledore swears besides. I said he had a headache. Da resin Snap doesn't lick Harry. Now cause he's Christian and vampires are Satanist. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. Hey, that rhymes. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did with Draco. Then all of a sudden, in a horrible man with red eyes and no nose, and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie. Thanks for telling me that, because I clearly didn't fucking know. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted at me,
Imperius!
And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell on his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony,
He yelled.
thou must kill Vampire Potter.
I thought about Vampire and his sex-of eyes and gothic black hair, and his face looked like Joe Madden. Didn't you already fucking say that? I remember that. I remember that Draco had said it. I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? That's why, pro tip, that's why you don't get a tattoo of your fucking ex's name on your fucking self, you stupid bitch. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged.
Thou must. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face.
I hath telekinesis,
He answered cruelly.
and if you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco.
He shouted, then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi,
Hi.
he said back up, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Would you stop naming your crushes after celebrities that weren't bands that nobody fucking gave a shit about in 10 years already? It's getting really fucking annoying. Seriously. Are you okay? I asked.
No.
He answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay.
He said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Anyways, children, that should conclude our reading of chapters 1 through 9 of My Immortal. Wow, this was something else. I tell you, Jesus Christ, I've read some really bad shit in my life, but holy hell. Shit, you'd almost think that the 50 Shades trilogy is like one of the most well-written and structured books of all time if you read this shit. Oh, Lord. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And be sure to keep them popsicles cold in the freezer. Anyways, till next time, and be excellent to each other.
Hey, don't you steal my line like that, you old sack of shit.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Vass. Anyways, bye-bye.